Okay, for my next review, I figure I'd do something a little bit special. Yeah! Now, since I reviewed Fighting Street about a while ago, I figure I'll talk about the sequel here. Okay, so if you don't know what Street Fighter 2 is, well, where the hell have you been? Well, anyway, in this game you can pick from one of 8 fighters, go around the world to try to become the new Street Fighter 2 champion. And you do it in these one-on-one fights. Best 2 out of 3 fights is the winner. You've got 8 different characters here all together. Here you got the hot chick, big Russian dude, whole bunch of guys. Cool thing about this one is that everybody has a story here. You know, once you defeat the end boss, you get a cool little cutscene saying, you know, why the fighters are here. Some people really hate the end boss and Bison. You know, some of them get married. Some of them find out who their mother is. Well, all that cool Jeremiah. It's awesome. Some characters have fireballs, others don't. Others are good at close range combat. Everyone's are good at distances. There's just a wide variety. Now you think this big Russian guy would be able to kick this little girl's ass, but no, that's not the case because Chun-Li is very fast. It's hard to catch her. See, I have to get up close to use my special moves. Okay, one big improvement over the original Street Fighter is that controls are awesome. Here, I have no problems throwing the fireball, doing hurricane kicks, dragon punches. It's all very easy to do. It's very intuitive. And it's fun. See, that was my fault that I died. The computer won't let up, but at least you can't blame on the controls this time. So this was probably one of the best reasons to get a Super Nintendo back in the early 90s. It had near perfect arcade port of one of the hottest arcade games of its time. The Super Nintendo could accommodate it too because it actually had the 6 action buttons to do all the moves. With the Genesis, you had to buy a special 6-button controller to do all those fancy moves in the arcades. I think you had to press the start button to switch from kicks to punches, and it was just stupid. You had to get a 6-button controller, but the Super Nintendo already had it. You didn't need to, do some fancy configurations. You have animated characters in the background. You have a huge jet in the distance, and you can even break the bosses. It was just so cool back in the early 1990s. And of course, the woman with the hot miniskirt was cool too. Although, it's a shame they took out the other girl with the miniskirt. Okay, another thing that doesn't make this arcade perfect is the game no longer has the 3 elephants in the background, or I should say the 6 elephants in the background like before in the arcade. Oh, just has 2 on each side instead of, 3 on each side. So it's not quite arcade perfect, but hey, close enough. We'll take it. Look at that outfit. That's pretty cool. And for the first time ever, you can pause it. You get that strange but a lot of people love the pause feature in this game because, look at that. Yeah, I'm pretty perverted, but, everybody else was doing it too, so, it's cool. Chun-Li's awesome. Oh, sorry baby. It's strange, in this version the girls are wearing, one-piece bathing suits instead of bikinis, but, whatever, it still looks good. Another thing that made Street Fighter 2 cool here is that the music actually speeds up when energy gets lower. So, you gotta act fast. It adds a little bit of tension to the game, I like that. Oh yeah, the background music here is pretty good. It represents East Country well here. Tap me if you dare, I will crush you. I highly recommend that you get the upgrades over this, like, Super Street Fighter Hyper Fighting and all that crap. But still, you can't forget the origins of this awesome series and what impact this awesome game had on the industry when it first came out in the early 90s. Sega wanted in on the action, it was even released on the TurboGrafx 16 in Japan. Everybody wanted Street Fighter 2. Everybody wanted it on their system. Everybody wanted to play it. It was just a groundbreaking series. And another thing I like about this game is it doesn't actually look too much different from Street Fighter 4. Okay, maybe I should wrap this up now. Street Fighter 2, it kind of sucks now that, Capcom is releasing so many upgrades for the series. Super Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter Turbo, Super Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter movie, Street Fighter the fucking shit. I don't care. Way too many fucking Street Fighters. But it's cool to look back at the original that started it all. And it's still pretty good. Still pretty fun. Anyway, the original Street Fighter 2, it gets 82 out of 100. Again, it would have rated higher if there weren't so many damn sequels and upgrades and expansion packs. Anyway, that's all for me. Star Soldier, over and out.